I'm tired of Somalians stealing our culture and lying about being Arabs. My name is Faisan Artahtani. I'm Yemeni, 28 years old, and I'm tired of Somalians LARPing like they're Arabs and stealing our culture. Almost every Yemeni related video online or social media is always flooded by Somalians claiming to be of Yemeni origin and trying to claim an Arab identity. Sorry to break it to you, but as Yemenis, we look nothing like black Africans, which is what Somalians are. If you know, typically, in terms of the way we look, there is no similarity. And as for genetics, Yemenis are haplogroup J1, the highest in the Arabian Peninsula. And I have more in common with someone from the Kahban tribe in Libya than I do with a black African from Mogadishu or Hargeisa. This sentiment is felt by many enemies and other Arabs who are tired of getting lumped in together with Somalians. Let's be honest, the meme, "How do you know I'm Somalian?" is there for a reason. Your people have very, and I mean very distinct features that are alien to most ethnic groups in Africa, let alone the world. On the other hand, Yemen is known as the origin of the Arabs, and our people have migrated all throughout the Arabian Peninsula and have reached as far as Mauritania and Western Sahara, like our cousins, the Banu Makil and Banu Hassan tribes, originally from Yemen. Don't get me wrong, there are a sizable community of black Africans living in Yemen, but they are not Yemenis. They are descendants of slaves brought over from Africa. And the rest of the black community are Somalians and others from sub-Saharan African countries looking for a better life in the GCC countries. The only similarity Yemenis and Arabs in general share with the people of Somalia is the religion of Islam, the Deen, and nothing else. Whether you claim Somalia or Somaliland, you are Somalian and have no connection to Yemen, Arabs, or the Arabian Peninsula. Be proud of your Cushitic roots and stop trying to rob our identity, culture, language, and history, like African Americans do with pretty much the entire world, most notably the Moors of Morocco and ancient Egypt. They too are ashamed of their West African lineage and try to grab at any and every culture that doesn't remind them of who they truly are, descendants of the West African countries like Senegal, Nigeria, Benin, etc. And there are many Somalians that claim being part or half Yemeni or Arab. Just stop it. Who are you fooling with that gigantic forehead and obvious Somalian features? I'm not here to sugarcoat things. The Somalian obsession with claiming Yemeni and Arab identity is out of control. Every time I post about Yemeni culture, our poetry, our Mendi, our tribal culture, I get swarmed by Somalians in the comments saying, "We're Yemeni too," or "My ancestor was from Hadramaut." It's relentless. They'll post videos wearing our thobes, mimicking our weddings, or claiming descent from our ancient kingdoms like Hemyan. It's not admiration, it's theft. And it's not just random kids on TikTok. There are Somalian scholars and quote-unquote activists writing blogs and making videos about how Somalia was part of ancient Arabia or how Somalians are genetically tied to Yemen. They point out to old trade routes across the Red Sea or the spread of Islam as proof, but trade and faith don't rewrite your DNA. They don't make you a Qahtani or Hemyari. My DNA test shows the J1 haplogroup, the marker of Arab tribes across the peninsula. Somalians? Mostly E1B1B, tied to Cushitic peoples. The science doesn't lie, even if their TikTok videos do. This all hit home for me after watching a video by Al-Gaddafi, Al-Enezi, a Libyan brother who called out Berberists and Amazigh nationalists for trying to erase Arab identity in North Africa. He talked about how his Gaddafi tribe, tied to Aniza from Arabia, is constantly told they're Arabized or not real Libyans, when genetic tests show that they are. It's the same nonsense I see with Somalians claiming Yemeni roots. These words lit a fire in me. If Libyans are fighting back against this erasure, then Yemenis need to do the same. Let's set the record straight. Yemen is the birthplace of Arab civilization. Our tribes, Qahtan, Henya, Kahlan, Medhej, are the roots of the Arab tree. Our language, Arabic, was born here. Our poetry, our mud brick towers in Shiban, our rock palaces in Al-Hawta, they're the heartbeat of Arab culture. Our people carry this identity across the peninsula into North Africa. from the Banu Makil in Mauritania to the Banu Hassan Qahtani tribes in Western Sahara. My own tribe, Tahtan, has cousins in Libya, in Barka, Ajdavia, in Saudi Arabia, in the UAE. We're not Arabized, we're the original Arabs. Now, compare that to Somalia. Their culture is Cushitic. Their languages, Somali, Afar, are Afro-Asiatic, but not Semitic. Their traditions, from nomadic pastoralism to clan structures, are rooted in the Horn of Africa. Their features, tall, slender, distinct facial structures, are unique to their region. And there are many, many Somalians that claim being full or half Yemeni or Arab. But just to stop it, okay? Who are you fooling? We could all spot you from a mile away. It's impossible. You're not fooling any one of us. The only connection we have to you guys is the religion, the deen, Islam. Somalians embrace the deen and I respect them as Muslim brothers and sisters. But Islam doesn't make you Arab any more than an indigenous person from Peru or Mexico speaking Spanish makes them a Spaniard. What Somalians claim our tribes or our history, it's like me claiming I'm Hausa. It's nonsense. And let's talk about the black African communities in Yemen. Some are descendants of slaves brought centuries ago. Others are recent migrants from Somalia or Ethiopia looking for work in the Gulf. They're not Yemeni. They don't carry our tribal lineages. They're guests, not kin. Pretending otherwise is just another attempt to blur our identities. And it's not just Somalians. The whole idea of who's an Arab has been twisted beyond recognition, thanks to TikTok and social media. Scroll through any Arab hashtag, and what do you see? White-skinned people from Lebanon, Syria, or Jordan acting like they're the face of Arabness. Newsflash, there are no Arabs in the Levant countries. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, their people are mixed of Canaanites, Phoenicians, Armenians, and European groups like the Crusaders and Byzantines. They speak Arabic, sure, but that doesn't make them Arabs, just like a black Dominican speaking Spanish doesn't make him a Spaniard. Real Arabs are brown people, Bedouins descended from tribes with direct ties to the Arabian Peninsula. That's Yemenis, Saudis, Emiratis, Qataris, Omanis, Bahrainis. That's the Banu Makil in Mauritania, the Sahrawis, Tahtani Sahrawis in Western Sahara, the Moroccan Arabs, Algerians, Tunisians, Libyans, and the Arabs of Egypt. We carry the J1 haplogroup, the history, the tribal pride. Our skin, our features, our dialects, they scream peninsula. Levantine people, they're closer to Greeks or Turks than to us. Their DNA shows it. Our brothers in Libya have higher J1 DNA than a random person from, let's say, Lebanon. Their history and facial features show it. Social media has sold this lie that Arabs are white passing Levantines, and it's made people forget what the face of true Arabness really is. It's not just a language, it's a bloodline, a culture, a way of life. When I meet a Saudi or a Libyan, we connect instantly. We share the same roots, the same honor. When I meet that Lebanese or Syrian, they're my brothers of faith, but they're not my tribe. They don't carry the lineage of Kahtan or Anan. They're Levantine, not Arab. In the real world, nobody questions my Arabness. When I'm in Dubai, Riyadh, or even London, people hear my name, Faisal al-Qahtani, and they know Yemeni Arab Kahtan tribe. I met a guy named Ahmed from the Banu Hawajir Kahtan 505 in Qatar last year. We sat over coffee, swapping stories about our tribes, our grandfathers, our poetry. He said, "You Yemenis are the root of us all." That's the bond we have, not just language, but blood and history. Contrast that with Somalians. I've met plenty in the Gulf, in the UK, in America, even in Yemen. They're good people, but when they claimed Yemeni descent, it just falls apart. Oh, my ancestor was from Hadramaut. They'll say, okay, which tribe, which lineage? Nothing. Their clans, Darude, Hawaii, Isak, are Cushitic, African, black African, not Arab. Their history is in the Horn, not the peninsula. The only Somalians in Yemen are recent migrants or descendants of slaves, not part of our tribal structure. And in the peninsula, nobody claims Somalians as kin. Our elders don't tell stories of Somalian migrations into Kahtan or Henya. Our genealogies don't include Mogadishu or Hargeisa. The love we have for our Gulf cousins, Saudis, Emiratis, Omanis, is real because it's rooted in shared lineage. Somalians don't have that. There are brothers in Islam, but not in blood. This isn't about Somalians or Levantines. It's about a global attack on Arab identity. Somalians claiming our tribes, African Americans claiming the Moroccan Moors or ancient Egyptians, Berberists and Amazigh nationalists like Vibar Al-Enezi exposed, trying to erase Arabs in North Africa. It's all the same playbook, stealing our history, diluting our culture, and making Arab mean nothing. I had this Sudani woman recently who I mistook for being Somalian or black. She corrected me and she said she was an Arab from Sudan. And I gently replied, "How so, when you look black?" She replied, "Because I speak Arabic." I found that to be funny and told the sister, just because you speak Arabic and you're racially black doesn't make you an Arab. Again, just like a Dominican or Jamaican that speaks Spanish or English doesn't make them a Spaniard or Englishman. The Sudani sister replied back, laughing and saying, "Yes, brother, you're right. Our roots are Nubian." Me speaking English to you guys right now, okay, doesn't mean magically English, you know? Keep that in mind next time.
Alright mates, I just finished listening to Faisal's story, and subhanallah, I can totally relate. Faisal, a proud Yemeni, went straight for the jugular, calling out Somalis for trying to claim Arab identity and hijacking Yemeni culture. Wallahi, I was nodding along the whole time because I've seen this nonsense with my own eyes. As a Libyan, I've got plenty of Somali brothers, and I love them for the sake of Allah, but I've also caught them spinning tales about being tied to Yemen or Arabs, when we all know it's a stretch. Somalis are black, with a vibrant culture, their own language, cuisine, and traditions that they should hold high. Instead of taking pages from the African American playbook, claiming everything from the Moors to ancient Egypt to dodge their West African roots, they need to embrace who they are and stop reaching for an identity that's not theirs. Faisal's video hit me hard because it's the same fight I've been shouting about. If you've seen my stuff, you know I'm from the Al-Enezi in Libya with direct ties to the peninsula. I made a video ripping into Berberists who try to erase Arab identity in Libya and North Africa, telling us we're invaders or not real Libyans. When Faisal gave me a shout out, I respected it. He's out there defending his Yemeni heritage, just like I'm defending all the Arabs in Libya. His story isn't just a vent session, it's how many of us Arabs are feeling who are fed up with our history being twisted and stolen. Let me paint you a picture. Growing up in the UK, I'd hear Somalis in the markets or at the mosque, good brothers, mashallah, but sometimes they'd drop lines like, "My family's originally from Yemen," or "We're basically Arabs." I'd ask the same thing Faisal mentioned, "Which tribe?" And it's always crickets. With no authentic ties to Yemen or the tribes of the peninsula. One time, at a wedding of a friend of mine, I met a Somali brother who swore his great-grandfather was from Hadramaut but looked like the Somali pirate in the movie with Tom Hanks. He mumbled something and changed the topic. It's not about gatekeeping, it's about truth. My DNA test results display J1 haplogroup, the mark of Al-Enezi and the Arab tribes across the peninsula. Somalis are indigenous to the Horn of Africa. Nothing wrong with that, it's just not Arab. Somalis have a culture to be proud of. Their nomadic life, their poetry, their banana and rice, it's unique, it's theirs. But when they throw on a Yemeni jembia or claim distant descent from the peninsula, it's not homage, it's appropriation. It's like me walking into Mogadishu and saying I'm half Darood because I'm Muslim. It doesn't add up. And it's not just Somalis, it's the same mindset as those African Americans who claim they're the real Egyptians or Moors, running from their Senegal or Nigeria roots to chase something they think sounds more prestigious. Own your heritage, brothers. It's beautiful as it is. What got my blood boiling was Faisal pointing out how social media warped what it means to be Arab. TikTok, X, Instagram, they've got everyone thinking Arabs are just white-skinned Levantines from Beirut or Damascus. Let's be clear, the majority in the Levant aren't Arab. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and the rest of the Levant, they're Canaanites, Phoenicians, maybe some Roman or Crusader blood mixed in. Their DNA doesn't display ties to the peninsula like us Libyans do. They speak Arabic, but so do Copts in Egypt. Does that make them Arab? Of course not. Real Arabs are brown, Bedouin, tied to the Arabian Peninsula. Yemenis, Saudis, Libyans like me, Moroccan Arabs, Sahrawis, Mauritanians, and Egypt's Arab tribes, as the brother Faisal mentioned earlier. We carry the lineage, the desert in our veins, the pride of our forefathers. Faisal's right, this is bigger than just Somalis. It's a global assault on Arab identity. Berberists tell me I'm not Libyan. Somalis claiming to be anything but black. African Americans claiming to be Moroccan. It's all the same. Steal our history, dilute our tribes, make Arab mean nothing but a language. But we're not backing down. Our lineages go back centuries. Our J1 DNA doesn't lie. Our culture, from Libyan Mafruda to Yemeni Mendi, is ours, not up for grabs. So here's my call to you. Know your roots. Mine confirmed what I already knew. I'm Anisa, Arab, DNA test results. FGC1 mutation, no question. For those interested in making Hijrah, I put together something I hope will benefit you. 5 practical steps to plan your Hijrah, a Muslim's guide to a faithful new start. It's simple, and it's written for brothers and sisters who are ready to stop talking and start planning. Link is below. Grab your copy. More stories coming soon, inshallah.
ناحن هذا العوايد هل ناحن هذا العوايد هل ناحن هذا العوايد هل 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 نحن هذا العوايد هل نحن هذا العوايد هل نحن هذا العوايد هل هذا العوايد هل